Hey everybody, welcome back. And in this video, I'm going to be talking to you about how to stop doubting yourself and start getting ahead in life. Self-doubt is one of the biggest invisible chains holding most people back. And I know it did for me for many years. And it doesn't matter how smart you are, how much money you have, how talented or how capable you are. If you doubt yourself, you'll second guess everything you do. You will hesitate on your decisions, hesitate on opportunities, and settle for less than what you're capable of achieving and what you truly deserve. So, how do you break through all these doubtful thoughts racing through your mind? What do you do to stop them from sabotaging your life? Well, stick around because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to do. In this video, I'll share with you three powerful ways to stop sabotaging yourself and finally move forward and get ahead in life. The first point I'm going to talk about is challenging the story or the narrative going on inside your head. Every time you doubt yourself, it's not reality that's holding you back. It's the story you've been telling yourself. Think about it. When an opportunity comes up, does your mind say, I can do this? Or does it say, what if I fail? And it's that inner voice that's constantly talking to you. And it's shaped by your old beliefs, your old perceptions, and maybe from your childhood, from your friends, from your relatives. And that's something that you have to shake. But here's the thing, these stories aren't facts, they're just interpretations that you've allowed to dictate your life. So you're in control. So, how do you change them? How do you challenge them? Well, in my experience, the first thing you have to do is to catch the thought out straight away. Notice when self doubt creeps in. Thoughts such as, I'm not ready, I'm not good enough, I'll embarrass myself. And in step two, you've got to question it. Stop the thought in its tracks. Just stop the thought dead in its tracks. Yell, stop if you have to. I've done it before. Just make sure you do it in private, but you can do it inside your mind. It's one of those things that you've got to constantly keep on doing because you'll be surprised at how many negative thoughts you have. Remember that a thought only has power over you if you let it or believe it. It's just a thought, it's not reality. Ask, is this thought true? Where's the proof? Because most of the time you'll realize that there isn't any. Often we catastrophize what may happen, not what has happened. And this is what I used to do all the time. So be very careful about that. And step three is to replace the thought, swap it for a more empowering statement. So instead of saying, I don't feel confident in doing something, repeat to yourself over and over again for at least 3 to 5 minutes. I am confident. I am confident. Put it on a timer on your phone, on your iPhone, because you'll be surprised how long 3 minutes feels when you're doing it. So you've got to do it for a minimum of 3 to 5 minutes. Do it every day for 5 days and see what happens. I'm telling you, it really, really works. And when you reframe the story, you shrink the power of self doubt and start to reprogram your mind. Remember, your brain believes what you tell it most often, whether it's good or bad. So feed it truth, feed it truthful thoughts, not fear. Now, this is so important, it's not funny. You are literally rewiring your brain, rehypnotizing yourself, but you have to be consistent at it. It can be the difference between night and day in your life. Third point is to build evidence through inspired action. Confidence doesn't come from sitting around waiting to feel ready. It comes from taking inspired action. So start before you're ready and see what happens. It takes a lot of courage, I know, but it's at these times you begin to push through the external boundaries and evolve into someone new. Everyone who has ever done something worthwhile felt fear at some stage in the process. It's only natural. And it's natural because you're challenging yourself, you're breaking out of your comfort zone. And this can only be done when you're breaking through your fear and self doubt. Action is how you break that loop, it's how you challenge the false narrative going on inside your mind. As Winston Churchill once said, the heavy chains of worry are edged in idle hours. So don't have any. And here's how to start. Take small steps. Don't wait for the big leap. Otherwise, you'll never do it. Do the next little thing that scares you. I can remember when I first started doing my 1 minute videos, and I kid you not, it took me up to 3 hours by the time I shot the video, edited it. I was saying the wrong words, my hair was in the wrong place, and it took me so long. And I soon learned that real fast that if the process wasn't going to be easy, you'll stop doing it. And this is the number one reason why people don't start at the beginning. They think it's going to take a long time, which it can do at the beginning, but you learn as you go and you make the process more simple and more easier as you learn. And the reality is that most people don't really give a shit. Seriously, they don't care if you have a few hairs on your head. They don't care if you don't sit up properly. In fact, it makes you more real. And that's what people like. It's more in what you say and what you do than in how you look. So keep a confidence journal. Write things down that you have achieved. Look in your diary if you've got a diary. Write down moments when you've followed through, overcome your fears, or succeeded, no matter how small. And over time, this becomes undeniable evidence that you're capable of achieving. And you've got to go back and read this. Remind yourself. We often need reminding of these things. You might be surprised at how strong and fearless you actually were in the past. So embrace failure as feedback. Every failure isn't proof you're not good enough. It's proof that you're learning and willing to learn, that you're willing to break through the comfort zone, that you're willing to take all the crap and go for your goals or your dreams. All top athletes, entrepreneurs, business people, creators, all went through a lot of fear and anxiety and a lot of struggle. They went through rejection that taught them what or how to do better next time. And as the saying goes, it takes 7 years or 10,000 hours to be an expert or overnight success. And it's true. And when you take action, you start to gain momentum, gain confidence, and you gather evidence that this is really possible. And evidence and action kill self doubt. You no longer have to hope you're capable, you know it in your bones. And surround yourself with empowering environments or people. I mean, you've probably heard the saying, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. When it comes to self doubt, this couldn't be more true. And if you're a loner or don't like being around a lot of people all the time, like myself, then read books, watch YouTube, and listen to podcasts on your chosen interest. If you're surrounded by negativity or criticism or people who don't believe in themselves or believe in you, it'll rub off on you and it can be really draining and it will suck the life out of you. I'm sure you've had this experience yourself. I know I have. And sometimes I know when I'm being negative and I'm affecting people around me, I have to learn to stop it and think about something else because people sense it. So do your pets, so do animals. Your energy begins to push people away when you are negative, similar to an opposite end of a magnet. People start to avoid you. And if you're negative all the time, you've got to watch out. I mean, sure, tell your problems to your family or your friends. That's what they're there for. But share good stuff as well. You see, when you place yourself in environments that are supportive, inspiring, and forward moving, your belief grows and your energy increases, and people are more drawn to you. And here's how to shift your environment. You've got to audit your circle. Ask yourself who makes me feel small or who puts me down or makes me feel at ease. Try not to hang around these people for too long because it's just going to drain your energy. Now, I know if you're in a work situation, it can be hard, but you can still learn to be by yourself in your mind, even when you're amongst a lot of other people. I mean, I'll leave that for another video. On the flip side, who makes you feel better or makes you feel bigger? So limit time with the first group and expand your time with the second group, with the people that make you feel better. And this is vitally important because people will rub off on you, and this will influence everything that you do in your life and what you think and what you say. So seek mentors and role models. Find people who've done what you want to do. And when you see their journey, it proves that it's possible. If this isn't possible, or you're more of an introvert or independent person, then immerse yourself in growth podcasts, books, courses, communities. If you're busy, listen to podcasts or Audible in your car. That's what I do on the way to work or on the way to an appointment. There's no excuse. So fill your daily space with voices that build you up instead of tearing you down. And every day without fail, I'm either reading, listening, or watching YouTube, something to empower me to make myself feel better. And it becomes a habit when confidence starts to build in your mind. Your mind is constantly thinking. Your mind can't stop thinking. It can't stop. So ask yourself, what thoughts do you want to fill your mind with? What thoughts do you want to think? It's your choice. Okay, so how do we stop doubting yourself and finally get ahead in life? Well, the first point is to challenge the story or narrative going on inside your mind. Don't take every thought as truth because they're not. Point two, build confidence through action. Let your results rewrite your beliefs. And on point three, surround yourself with environments from people that empower you because belief is contagious. Self doubt isn't a life sentence, it's just a pattern. And the moment you choose to break through this pattern and shift your energy and take action and change your environment, you break through that pattern. Remember, you don't need to wait until you feel ready. Because the reality is that you'll never feel ready. You become ready by moving forward and taking that first initial scary step. And the moment you do, you'll see just how much further you can go breaking through the comfort zone. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. Peace out. See you in the next video.